Hi, this is Mike Kelly.
And I'm Allison Norman.
And we're going to give you an interest rate update. This is for the kind of late summer, early fall, right?
Right.
Okay. And you may have heard our radio show. It's called the Real Estate Hour, heard every Sunday morning on the news
and talk of Sonoma
County, 1350 KSRO. You can go to our blog if you wish. That blog would be?
therealestatehourblog.com.
Right. And if you have any questions that you may want to write these down, any questions after this video, you can just email Allison at nodumbquestion
@gmail.com.
Yeah, nodumbquestion@gmail.com, because in our profession, in our practice, we don't believe there's any dumb questions asked by a client. Now,
Absolutely
interest rate update. So, wow, these rates are absolutely spectacular. I mean, who would have thunk it? I mean, you hear we were looking, I think 5 years ago, if you got 5 1/8, you thought you were just robbing the bank.
Oh yeah.
Now you can get hit as low as 4 1/8 last week.
That's amazing.
4 1/8. Now, remember we had my Uncle Tom on the radio show. My Uncle Tom is 82 years old. Had him on the radio show, and I said, Uncle Tom, when'd you buy your house? He goes, 1947, when I got out of the war. I said, you did? Okay, where'd you buy it? He goes, he bought it 23rd Avenue in San Francisco. What'd you pay for it? $17,000. What'd you sell it for? $775,000.
Wow.
I said, what was your interest rate? And he goes, it's 5 1/4. I said, do you know you can get a cheaper rate today than you could then? He goes, you mean after 55 years I can get a lower? I said, you're darn right. So the rates are at historic lows.
They are.
Yeah.
They are. And the lower the interest rate, the more home you qualify for. So.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's a great thing. Okay, you can, if you have equity, you can refinance now and probably get 3.75 on a refinance. The refinance rates are really great.
They are
a 15-year loan, you could probably get in the 3 range if you want to. Really shorten up that time frame. Because every time you refinance, guys, you had 30 more years to your loan. Remember that.
Right.
So you may want to go to a smaller loan, maybe a 15-year amortization. Now the rates are really low. Now up to 417, that's what we call the conforming rate.
Right.
Then over that up to I think it's about 662, something like that.
Some of that's the jumbo loan.
That's kind of the jumbo territory.
Right.
And even those rates are like 4.5 to 4.3.
Yeah, they're
75.
very low.
Very, very low.
Yeah.
Now, don't we have an FHA issue going on now?
We do have, FHA right now, rates are still great on FHA. They're actually lower. Was it lower? In the jumbo, they're lower than a conventional.
Yeah,
jumbo,
and that's an anomaly, because usually FHA was always a 1/2 point or a 1/4 point higher than the Fannie Mae normal product. It's reversed.
Yeah,
it's
it's
all right.
a lower.
So that's a very strange thing, because the federal government is out there. They're the ones who's putting all this money out, and they're the ones who are getting all these loans bought.
Right, they're trying to get things
but
going.
But FHA has always been the subprime of government loans.
Right.
And by subprime, we mean that usually they loan to people that you can't normally have Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac.
Right, with a lower interest rate. Or
Exactly.
They
Yeah.
allow a little bit
You'd be charged more.
More leeway.
Or you can even qualify.
Right. So big changes coming up on FHA.
And underwriting.
In the underwriting.
Right.
Yeah. Well, a couple things. They are changing the mutual mortgage insurance,
Right. MMI.
which is tacked onto your monthly payment. Right now, it's around half a percent.
0.55, but it may go as high as 1.155.
Right. Although we talked to Pete
Philippine,
and he said probably they'll go up to about 1. Why this is huge is it could make a huge difference in whether you qualify for that particular house you were looking at.
Exactly. He had a teacher who was qualified, what they call the front-end ratios, it was like 45%, which she was allowed to do. With this new underwriting, they would have kicked her up to like 47, 48.
Just over the limit.
She would not have qualified. So what we're telling you guys, if you're an FHA buyer,
and you're looking at property right now,
yep, you better hurry it up. Okay, you better find that property, because you may be paying a whole lot more, or you may not even qualify for the house.
It could,
You could be knocked out of the marketplace, or take a lot less house than you could get.
Exactly.
All right. So what should they do? They should
give me a call.
Give Allison a call. 799-3617. That's 707.
Yes, it is.
All right, but this is heard all over the place, so we got to give them our national number, which is 800-959-7244, 800-959-7244, or just go to nodumbquestion@gmail.com.
Yep.
And tune us in.
When? 9 to 10 a.m. Sunday mornings.
You got it. Pacific Standard Time.
1350 KSRO.
Or
www.1350KSRO.
No, www.ksro.com.
Oh, what did I say?
You said 1350. All right, what does she know? Okay, she's only been on the show now for a couple of years.
What do I know?
Okay, this is Mike Kelly.
And Allison Norman.
And this has been a buyer's update and an interest rate update. We'll hope to see you soon.